Greetings everyone. Hope all of you are having a fantastic day. We're back again with more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. So, we want to do her quest, Arueshalae's quest. But before we do, Herrax greets you with a regal gesture. My favorite guest, welcome to the 10,000 Delights. I have to, I'm looking for some company. What can you offer me? By the way, we have something new for you. I think you'll like it. The Sinners, a trio of succubi who know no morality and no boundaries, convey their warmest greetings and congratulations on your victory over Gelderfang. They are pleased you accepted their invitation and will gladly shower you with their kisses. You will drink their lust while they quench their thirst with your life. Every guest is the master of their own pleasure. Usually, it starts with wine and conversation. After that, they choose what they like, and all my charges have their own ways of entertaining guests. I swear Arueshalae gets special dialogue because she used to work here. But then again, now that I think about it, the last time I played, she gave me dialogue asking me not to bring her here, which I don't think we ever got on this run-through. I would like to get better acquainted with the Sinners. I've already met these succubi. Then I fully understand why you're so interested in them. Their delightful company will cost you 6,000 gold coins. But remember, their caresses are as pleasurable as they are deadly. Each kiss will steal a drop of your life force. If you lose control, even for a moment, no healer will be able to save you. Herrax snaps her fingers imperiously, summoning the three succubi to her. The Sinners blow kisses and speak with sly yet sweet voices. There you are! We've been waiting for you, champion. We cannot wait to see if you surpass Gelderfang in other arenas besides the Battle Bliss. How exactly will you entertain me? You won't be disappointed. The succubi's dance can spark lust in a stone. Their bodies bend seductively. Their movements are filled with sensuality and lustful intent, and the inviting glances they cast at you promise pleasures to come. Why do you say the caresses of succubi are dangerous? It is our nature. In the throes of passion, we can get carried away and become a little overzealous. Sex is an exchange of life forces, and we can take a little more than we give. Sometimes it is more than a subtle exchange of life force. After all, we are daughters of desire and lust, and we can do this without end. Some poor fools will keep going until their heart stops, never saying enough. Or perhaps we just don't hear them say it. Pay 6,000 gold coins. Dying in your gentle hands doesn't seem like such a terrible prospect. Let's not delay it any longer. You weren't afraid of Gelderfang, so there's no need to be frightened of three delicate and graceful succubi. With ominous smiles, they bid you to follow them. Oh, this is an actual scene. Interesting. The demons stare at you with a mixture of admiration and fear. Stop! We can't go on any longer. That was marvelous. Seems like that should be a demon-specific quality, but okay. That was delightful and dangerous. A magnificent combination. The demons look refreshed, their eyes shine, and their teeth look sharper. Proximity to death heightens pleasure, does it not? Ooh. Just regular stuff. Oh, well. So Arueshalae doesn't give me anything special, though? Alright, I have to go. I'll miss you. Don't keep me waiting long. Oh, well. In the full game, definitely, I assume they'll put that dialogue back. But, there's supposed to be special dialogue specifically if you bring Arueshalae in. Basically, she doesn't want to meet all these people because she's trying to leave that life behind. But of course, they strongly remember her.
You require my unbiased opinion?
Yes. Smile, the world's not ending just yet.
Okay, let's deal with Arueshalae's quest. And we need to go up to the Mage Tower. I don't remember. Can I help you? I want to go through the door. Feel free to do that. You're not riffraff. I know I'm not riffraff. Let's go. All right. I don't remember where Arueshalae's quest is, though. So we'll have to do some looking around. Dun, dun, dun. I think it's actually close to the entrance, though, now that I go back in my mind. Portal down, portal up. Abandoned mansion, portal up. Rapture of Rupture. Which one was that? And none of this is helping me. Okay. We're just gonna have to look around, y'all. Oh. I know danger when I see it.
Anything new?
So little time.
Your attempts to interfere with Lord Baphomet's plan serve no purpose. We will find you wherever you go.
The road calls me. I'll take the bait. Let's shred them.
All right. And whoops. That was the one I meant to target. God dog it. All right.
I will resist.
She's not upgraded at all, so I'm not expecting much from her. It's okay. It's all good. That'll work. Ooh, that won't though. All right. Any of these guys especially weak? Oh, he is. Cool. You're not even worth demon fire.
Burn, slice, behead.
Oh, I must have been. Oh, that's. God dog it. Oh, it's him. Oh well. It's fine.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
There we go. Mm-hmm. 160, very nice.
Prepare yourself.
Excellent. That'll help you stay down. Don't worry, buddy. Oof. Eesh. Yo. It's hard. Good help is hard to find, huh, bro? All right. Now, you're almost out of here.
May I see your entrails, please?
Excellent.
Off with your head.
Almost.
Distract them from me.
All right. Oh, he's still alive? Okay. Darian, can you change that? And nope. And there we go. Boom, ba-da-doom, ba-da-doom. And you loot him. Excellent. And there we go. All right. Oh, no, don't go away. Where is this going towards? Portal up, portal down. Rapture of rupture. Hey, I heard about you. They say you're good in a fight. How about we find out? Or is eviscerating weaklings really the best you can do?
Quick, quick, else we miss all the fun.
Do.
I will defend my dream.
Let's see. Galu. Ooh, you're not looking all that deadly right now, sir. How do you feel? How do y'all feel about this? Fails to overcome spell resistance, so it is possible. Immune. God dog it.
Make your peace.
Almost. Damn. They are hitting him up. Damn. All right. There we go. That's gonna help. Why can't he get a full attack?
Let the attack commence.
Whatever.
Time to share your treasures.
Very nice. All right. And since they're immune to all of that, they're probably immune to the rest of this as well, right?
I will resist.
There we go. Ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. There we go. That's better, Asmodeus. All right. It's two of them, right? Oh, actually, this still works. There we go. Ah, they're not quite as lethal without their master around. That's interesting. Very unfortunate for them. Are you immune to being intimidated? Probably so.
Cover me, all right?
That's okay. We'll just take you out the old-fashioned way. Ooh, over the balcony there. So unfortunate. Okay. Save that.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Yeah, it's not here, but I forgot to go ahead and get this chest, so we should be able to do that now. Bam, bam, bam. And didn't do it. What about this? Well, let me open that. Nope. Everything has it. Well, you know what? Let's try just this one since we're already here.
There's
One
no
more go.
hope, only us. The gods have abandoned.
Yes.
What was he saying just now?
All right. Nope.
Wanna play together?
Oh well. Okay, so it's got to be somewhere on the other side. So we will head back.
I'm always open to ideas.
Let's speed this up a little bit, shall we? No, come back. There you go. And hey, it shows us the proper way this time. Excellent.
Backwards!
Okay, where are we? Right, that's one side. 10,000 delights over there. So that's the portal down. That's the enchanted mansion. That's it. That's where we need to go. And here we are. Leave all that stuff behind. A handsome young man in a snow-white toga reclines in a plush armchair next to a table heaving with sumptuous food. Flowers are nestled in his blonde curls, while gems sparkle on his half-bare chest. A boy sits on the floor before him, rubbing the soles of the man's feet with scented oil. The master of the house greets Arueshalae with a wave of his hand. Even the glittering rings cannot hide his black scabbed fingers oozing with pus. Damn, he got a whole drake sitting on the table. That is bananas. There you are, my venomous butterfly. More beautiful than ever. I see that taking a stroll around the world of mortals did you some good. You're slimmer, and there's a healthy flush to your cheeks, just like a doll. His eyes examine you with languorous curiosity. And what is this? A souvenir from Golarion? A handsome one, isn't he? So fresh, so hale. You've barely used him, I see. My name is Asmodeus. Order your slave to keep quiet, my butterfly, or I'll order mine to serve up his tongue as my next meal. Damalcio sneers contemptuously without even looking at you, and then smiles cordially. Speaking of meals, please sit, eat. And as I'm feeling magnanimous today, your mortal pet may also partake. Just look at this perfect table I've laid in honor of you coming. See these grapes? Every single one is gilded. And this wine from the ruins of Aslan is older than any living mortal, many demons, and even some of the gods. And last but certainly not least, behold our main course, a roasted drake. They eat us all the time, so why shouldn't we return the favor? Thank you. Arueshalae hesitantly plucks one of the gilded grapes, puts it in her mouth, and chews slowly. It's been a while since I last saw you, Damalcio. What happened to your hands? The Azada raises his disfigured hands and smiles innocently. Don't you remember what these hands did at your behest? It seems the nature of the Azada cannot contain all the freedom granted by the Abyss without sustaining a little damage. But it's nothing. It barely hurts. Go on, eat. This is all for you. Or perhaps you prefer some human meat. Damalcio grabs the slave boy by the hair and presses a sharpened, manicured nail to the boy's throat. Do you want me to serve him instead? Don't. I never had a taste for mortal flesh. Arueshalae throws you a remorseful look and forces herself to finish. Only mortal souls. On a diet? Afraid of getting fat? Clever girl. You succubi must take very good care of your looks. It's not like you have anything else. Now, if you don't mind, I think I'll sample this fine repast. He picks up a piece of meat and chews on it with great relish, then wipes the grease and puts pus oozing from his hands on the boy's hair. Arueshalae, did you eat human meat before? The succubus shakes her head. No, but not out of any kind of virtue. It just so happened that this particular atrocity was never to my liking. Damalcio, I've come to ask for forgiveness. I did this to you. I turned you into this. It's my fault. Fault? The fallen Azada laughs melodiously. What are you on about, darling? I'm happy now, thanks to you. Who was I back in Elysium? A destitute good-for-nothing. All I did was flutter around, singing ditties, and now? He gestures around the rich interior with his disfigured hand. I've got everything I could dream of. Treasures, slaves, the very best grub. I sleep in comfort and with whomever I want. They respect me in the city. I open my purse and they prostrate themselves before me. All my enemies are gone now. What else is there to want? I'm happy. This isn't happiness. Is it not? That's news to me. If having all your dreams come true isn't happiness, then what is? Fine. Let your mortal pet be the arbiter. You there, tiefling, what say you? Am I happy or am I not? Chaotic. One man's joy is another man's anguish. Quite the philosopher, isn't he? I used to enjoy listening to philosophers over dinner. I had a whole symposium here. Then I kicked them all out. The Lagoria gave me indigestion. I remember you. I remember what you were when I first met you. So brave, so kind, so inspired, and I ruined you. Forgive me. Pah! All you did was teach me what life is all about. I didn't find it amusing back then, but now I understand your valuable lesson. The old me would have never achieved what I have now. I didn't even have desires as such. What did I want? Justice? Freedom? Sugary froth and idealistic drivel. I should thank you for opening that milksop's eyes. Instead of replying, Arueshalae begins to hum some strange melody. Yeah, enough. Stop that. It's making my head hurt. You want some music? Here's real music for you. Hey. Damacio claps imperiously. 3 scantily clad succubi enter the room and start playing musical instruments. Do you recognize those dresses? You wore the same one that night you dumped me for the first time. I bawled like a simpleton, but it doesn't matter anymore. I'm always merry now. Every time I bend one of them over, I picture your face that day. Hey! Damacio angrily turns toward the succubi. Which of you is out of tune? Hey, you! What am I paying you for? To ruin my strings? Give yourself 20 lashes. The succubus produces a whip. Damacio grins lasciviously, his eyes darting from the musician to Arueshalae and back. Arueshalae, why don't you wear dresses like that anymore? They'd really suit you. You know why I don't wear them anymore. Arueshalae stands up. I've tried to apologize, but you clearly don't need my apologies. Let's have it your way, then. I just want you to know I wholeheartedly regret what I've done to you. Goodbye, Damacio. I'm leaving, and this time, for good. Sit down, you whore. The Azada slams his hand on the table, staining the cloth with black pus. The other succubi produce whips and smirk at Arueshalae and you. You're not leaving this place again. You're mine by right, and you'll stay mine forever. That's enough. I don't want to kill you. There's no need to fight. Let's go our separate ways and not hurt each other anymore. Desna knows we've had enough of that already. Oh, I don't want to kill you either. I want to gouge out your eyes and fuck your eye holes. Then I'll perforate your tender skin and fuck every one of your holes too. Then I'll drill a hole in your head and... He stands up. I haven't even begun to hurt you, bitch. I've dreamt of this day for so long. You, get them. Well, I wonder what the trickster could do here. I love this. Bluff. Appeal to the succubi. It was I who tempted Arueshalae and forced her onto the path of good. Run away or meet the same fate. What? The path of good? Ew, disgusting. What if I catch it? No, I'm not getting involved in this. You bastard. Just wait until I get my... What are you waiting for? Get them. Take the wench alive. You made the mortal right here. Get to it, you layabouts. Demalchio's servants lunge at you.
I'll carve my name onto your flesh.
Really? From all the way back there? This might be a little uncomfortable. All right. Well, Darren, let's get to it, brother. Who's supposed to go up next? You're supposed to go up next? Fails to overcome. All right. Okay. Yep. And a little bit of that as well. And let's go.
Slice! Behead, yes, behead.
There we go.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Prepare yourself. Doing what I...
Lovely. And for good measure. Good lord. What's that about? Alright, Asmodeus will handle her. In the meantime. Excellent. Do it. Okay, now let's try this again. Yeah, you. That's not as much damage as I wanted, but at least there was something.
May I see your
How
entrails,
dare you
please?
just come run up on me like I'm just some nobody. And you.
Distract them from me. Didn't know I had it in me.
All right.
Desna, guide my hand.
There we go. Ooh. 2 for the money, 1 for the show. And you get a second dose. Excellent. No, leave her alone. You big bully. Oh, he can't charge them?
Let the attack commence.
Oh, wow. All right. Charge towards her, yeah. And he also misses. Come on now. This is just unacceptable.
Make your peace.
She can't go no further, okay. Boom. Oh, keep forgetting to do that. Turn that on. Boom, boom. Oof. You are getting lit up. Wow. Darren. Fails to overcome. Interesting.
Die!
Oh, yeah.
Die! Die! Surprise!
There we go. And now,
Time to share
finally.
your treasures.
I will resist.
There we go. So ends that. The Azada bares his teeth in a truly demonic snarl as he points his weapon at Arueshalae's chest. You're going nowhere, bitch. Nowhere. You're mine. Demalchio, I've renounced evil. Now I serve Desna, your former mistress. If she gave a succubus like me a chance, surely she can forgive you too. The path of ascension is difficult, but am I a toy to you? You sent me to the abyss on a whim. Then you change your mind and call me back to Elysium. Stuff your ascension up your... The Azada shakes his head. Suddenly, he looks desperate. Arueshalae, my girl, my butterfly. Enough of this nonsense. Do you want me to apologize? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say any of that. I just missed you so much. I needed you so much. You're my only desire, my only dream. You alone. Poor thing. I wish we could help you, but you won't let us, will you? You would rather throw yourself on our blaze than let us heal you. Poor, poor thing. Demalchio falls to his knees and reaches for Arueshalae, who recoils in disgust. Everything I've hoarded, the treasures, the slaves, is all for you. Stay, I beg of you. I'll give you everything. It will be all yours. Just don't leave me. Please don't leave. Chaotic. An Azada yesterday, almost a demon today. Will you be an angel tomorrow? What a merry life you lead. No, there's nothing merry about it. Get up, Demalchio. That's enough. For the last time, repent. Either follow me on the path to Desna, or get out of my way and let me go. It's like that then? The fallen Azada jumps to his feet. Then I would rather die than let you leave here alive.
Go!
Okay. They just got regular stuff.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Yep, just regular old chain shirts. We'll save here.
Don't mind me.
Well, a couple of things. Ability.
I shall not be swayed from my path.
You can handle that, right?
All right. Wow. Just a whole lot of misses, huh? Oh, well. Mythic Succubus Eliminator.
Cover me, all right?
Right. I figured as much. That's fine. Go. Nope, she can't do that. Alright, fine. He can't charge.
Burn! Slice! Behead!
Ooh. Chain lightning, that is not cool.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Yeah. All right. 160, excellent. And
Prepare yourself.
that's one down.
May I see your entrails, please?
Excellent.
Let the attack commence.
Distract them for me. Time to share your treasures. Cover me, all right?
That's not good. Well, we can attack it from range. Okay. So that's what we'll do.
Desna, guide my hand.
Arueshalae kneels before the dead Azada's body. She closes his eyes and plants a kiss on his bloodied forehead. Forgive me, Damalcio. Forgive me and farewell. Let's go, Asmodeus. The succubus wipes away her tears. There is nothing left for us here. You ruined his life, and now you've killed him. Yes, it is my fault, and I have no way to atone for it. What is left for me now? All I can do is be kinder to those around me, whether mortal or not. Arueshalae shakes her head ruefully. What just happened here? Everything he said. I need to reflect on it. I want to talk about it, but not right now. Later, when I've had a chance to sort out my thoughts and emotions.
Watch and learn.
All right.
This way.
And so ends Arueshalae's quest. Gloves of Monstrous Protection. Whenever the wearer of these gloves summons a creature, the creature gets spell resistance 21. Wow. Stormcaller. Whenever this +5 Thundering Burst Spear. When wielding it, all creatures summoned by the wielder deal additional 1d6 sonic damage. Oh, we missed one. Sorry. Whoops. Sorry about that. Okay. So that's Arueshalae's quest. Now let's head to the Mage Tower. In case you're wondering, I'm moving cautiously because the game absolutely will put more groups and areas where you've already cleared it in this particular area. Not in any of the other ones in Alan Shinra, but specifically in the upper city, more mercenaries will spring up in areas that you've already walked through. And some of those groups are really, really tough. So you don't want to just run into them all willy-nilly.
Wherever my legs carry me.
Oh, whoops. So you get on the elevator. That was weird, the way he was already standing there. Where's that door? Here we go. All right, he should have supplies, so actually we'll take this opportunity to go through the supplies that we have. I'll need that axe, cold iron, no. Interesting, but no. We don't need all-around defense. We're gonna sell that. Ring of Protection +4. I have a +5. He has a +3. What's this +3, right? +3, what you got? +3, what you got? +3, what you got? +3, what you got? You don't need anything. Healing. Wisdom. This is all sell, sell, sell. Cloak resistance +5. You're wearing a special cloak. You're wearing a special cloak. What cloak is that? Yeah, that's a special cloak for you as well. This is not a special cloak. You get that +5. We'll save this other +4 for Windowall because I'm not sure what she has. What's this? Oh, there. That's the gloves. You can stand up without provoking an attack of opportunity. We'll let him have that. And who needs to be able to just run around wherever they want to? I guess we'll give him the Ember. Whatever. Unceasing Slaughter. Oh yeah, we need to give that to Windowog. Strength and Constitution. That doesn't really help any of us. I could sell that probably. Alluring Charisma. You're good, right? And I'm good. What is this? Yep. Okay, cool. We're good. Did we get any good shirts? +2 bonus to spell penetration. I guess she could use that, right? Yep. That's better than what she has. We'll save that for Window. Plus the competence bonus on perception and trickery. I forgot to give him this. Okay. That should be just about... The blind elf whispers something under his breath. Hearing your steps, he turns to you slowly. Greetings, Asmodeus. Have you brought me a new story? I need to replenish my supplies. I got something for you from Golarion. Take a look. All right. Dragonfall, +4 scale mail. Grants his wielder +4 insight bonus to AC against dragons. And also a +2 insight bonus on attack, damage rolls, and saving throws against dragons. Interesting. +5 chainmail grants his wearers a +5 competence bonus or persuasion skill checks made to intimidate. And if you suffer more than 10 damage from a single ranged attack, they gain a +1 morale bonus. Interesting. Ooh. Yeah, we'll take that. We will take that. Very, 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 very nice. I've been feeling like I've been using a lot of it. Crushing presence. This headband of +6 grants the wearer an ability to push all enemies in a 50-foot area and suffer bludgeoning damage. This ability can be used 3 times a day. We'll take that. If the wearer of this, here's the Nordic welcome. +4 icy burst throwing axe hits the enemy for the first time in a round. The enemy must pass a 42 saving throw or suffer a -3 penalty to damage rolls and become slow for 1 round. The wearer of this ring has the ability to cast spells spontaneously. It grants the ability to cast the following spells: Ice Storm, Cold, Cone of Cold, Cold Ice Strike, Ice Body, Polar Ray, and Polar Midnight. I could give this to Woljif actually. He can make use of Polar Ray. To cast a spell, the wearer still needs to have a spell slot of the required level. Timely assistance. Whenever an ally in 20 feet area of the wearer lands a killing blow, this belt of Constitution +4 makes the wearer's next spell extended as though using the extended spell feat. Gloves of Martial Excellence. These gloves grant the wearer additional 1d8 bludgeoning damage on hit with unarmed attacks. Nope. +4 axiomatic quarterstaff extends points from the key pool, and they also get a +2 morale bonus on attack and damage rolls for 2 rounds. And then finally, this robe grants his wearer a +2 dodge bonus to AC and +2 competence bonus to attacks against evil enemies. Only a monk of good alignment can wear it. Bulk sell. Yeah, don't need that, don't need that. One of these. Don't need either one of these. Unceasing Slaughter is what we're giving her. Don't need that. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, don't need that, nope. Nope, none of those. We'll save one of the gloves because I'm not sure if she wants that. And we'll save the shirt because I'm not sure about that either. Deal. Okay. And then hand over the Nahindran crystal. Take this crystal. What do you see? A storyteller takes the crystal and his face becomes twisted with evil rage and a screeching cry bursts from his lips. A bloody stain spreads across her chest and the storyteller's visions once again burst into your mind, just as they did in Canabras when you brought him the stone chisel. My wings take me higher and higher. stirring storms, but even they cannot disperse the ball of darkness hanging in front of me. Stupid little maggot, you think you could fly as high as me? My cheeky opponent does not answer. The wound under my heart continues to gust streams of blood, tainting the feathers of the black bolt and dripping into the dark waters of Ishiar. There is something wrong with this wound. My strength is dwindling too quickly. This means that there is no time to waste. I'll grab her, scrunch her up, cut her with my claws, and throw her to the very bottom of the abyss. Quickly changing the direction of my flight, I rush forward and hit the center of the dark cloud. Well, where are you? My chest is thrust forward, ready to take any blow, and my claws are cutting through the air. But she is not here. She deceived me. The dark cloud was a fake. Where are you? Her triumphant laughter echoes over the black ocean. So insulting, so insolent and impetuous. Someone catch that laughter. Choke it. Your mind is confused. Adrenaline pounds in your veins. By force of will, you manage to overcome this madness and concentrate on the storyteller's screeching voice. Who are you? You don't know me. I am the Demon Lord Olympia, Lady of Harpy, sweet-voiced mistress and seductive peril. My wings can embrace a mountain, and all in the abyss know my name. Who are you fighting? That pathetic upstart Nocticula. She attacked without warning and wounded me, and now she is hiding in the shadows, thinking she can get away from me. Your pathetic leathery wings can't compare with mine. What are you fighting for? For power, for might, for superiority, for the right to fly over these endless waters, for the right to seduce the unlucky ones of our choosing. One of us will perish, the other will rise and get everything the loser owns, and I will be the one to triumph. How will your fight end? The storyteller's voice changes. You hear a death rattle. She will win, overpower me, weaken my spirit, and my body will drop into the waters of Ishiar. Nell's voice becomes lower and lower, becoming denser and stronger, like a stone that has decided to talk. From now on, I am blood. I set and thicken. I grow firmer, stronger. I crystallize. I gain edges. Power lies dormant in me, and I lie dormant in the dark. A dark, heavy stone slab seems to fall on your back, but this is not enough to break you. Stubbornly straightening your neck, you continue to listen to the storyteller's monotonous voice. Knowledge world check passed. Are you the island of Olympia, the one Arueshalae is built on? Yes. My body became stone, my flesh turned to firmament, and the power hidden in it made it expand and swell. I am the island, and everything hidden within it. Lore religion check passed. I thought the souls of demon lords went to the rift to repose after death. Yes, but not me, the one I used to be. She was supposed to go to a secret place, but someone stopped her, locked her in this body. She didn't want those who fell at her hand to return. She found a way to lock their power in their remains, and the power is still there. Where are you? I'm lying in the ground. In the depths my paths are laid. I am asleep, waiting for greedy hands to touch me, gather me up, take my power for their own. What will happen to you next? You will take me out. Your hands will take me out of the cavern. The storyteller's voice calms. This is where the road to the past, the one open to me, ends. It leads to this very moment, but I see something else. The future. A possible future. Droplets of spittle fly from the old elf's mouth. His speech becomes furious and garbled, his voice trembling with tension. It hurts. The crystal is so huge, she is implanting it, sewing it into living flesh by flesh. And it oozes power, soaking my flesh and blood, flowing in my veins. I am rage, I am agony, I am violence made flesh. Red fog descends before your eyes. Something horrible, primal, and bloodthirsty awakens in your soul. It drinks your strength greedily, sending pain lacing through your skull. Perception 37. Listen. Who are you and whom do you serve? I am a humble demon whose old name doesn't matter. From now on, everyone will call me the Horned Horror. Lady Shamira will lead me into battle where I will crush her enemies. No, I will destroy them with my horrifying grunting that will rip their pathetic flesh from their meager carcasses. Who is implanting the crystal into you? Mutasafin, that cunning one with snake eyes, one of the fosterlings of the upstart Areelu. My mistress Shamira ordered him to do it. She has many such crystals. I am not the first or last to have had this done to them. Munisafin is a weak and mortal spawn, but even he improves with practice. You see, I am alive, unlike the pathetic unfortunates who went first. Perception 37. Listen to the storyteller's voice. Try to understand why it is trembling. You feel the thirst for blood, the heat that pulses through a warrior before an imminent fight, the pride swelling within the demon that is speaking through the storyteller, that power that he yearns to feel as soon as possible, the duty that he intends to embrace with honor. What fight awaits you? We are going to fight Nocticula. That winged upstart has been troubling our Lord Baphomet for too long. Time to remove her from the board. How do you expect to defeat Nocticula in her dominion? We have followers in Shamira. They will strike from the inside, cripple her, drain her blood, and then our army will bring down all its might given to us by the miraculous crystals, and Nocticula and her pathetic servants will fall. Enough, storyteller. The storyteller's vision fades, and with it the terrible heat in your chest. The old elf comes back from his dream with a helpless sigh. What a horrible vision. I am completely exhausted. I never expected to touch the memories of a fallen demon lord who had never found peace in the Rift of Repose. I shared a vision with you again, like when you brought me the stone chisel and canabras. Strange. Could it be that those two objects are connected to each other or to you? So the crystals are demon blood? Yes, hardened blood in which the spiritual power of the perished demon lord is sealed. In this case, the power of Alinthia, who was killed in battle and locked in her own remains in this unusual way. So this city is built on Alinthia's corpse? In a manner of speaking, yes. After the spiritual power of Alinthia did not go to the Rift of Repose, Nocticula began to transform her dead body, forcing it to expand and assume a more solid, static form. I can only guess what a nightmare this imprisonment was for Alinthia's spiritual essence. How can this stone grant powers? I suppose that it happens as a result of some merging process, after which the unspent power of a demon lord will literally flow into the body of the one who uses the stone. What is the Rift of Repose? That is where the souls of fallen demon lords go. After death, they usually return to their own abyssal realms, but if death finds them again before a year passes, the abyss dumps them in its cemetery. In this stone rift full of fog, the souls of the grand demonic dead turn to stone statues and stand for an eternity, slowly becoming threaded with cracks and gradually falling into ruin. It is a kingdom of decline and decay, and a visit there might serve as a good lesson to those who believe in their own might and deem themselves invincible. Everything is clear to me now. The old elf gives a sudden jolt and says, I've had a brilliant idea. The stone knife you showed me in Canabras, do you still have it? Can I examine it again? Hand over the stone knife. Frowning, the storyteller stands for a while holding the knife. Finally, he returns the weapon to you and says heavily, No question. The knife is made from the hindering crystal. No, not made. This stone is the hardened blood of a demon lord. And, considering you found it in the square and devastated Canabras, the blood certainly belonged to Deskari and was shed in battle. I found a page that might interest you. Yes, you are right, another piece of my past. I found a page that might interest you. Yes, you are right. The storyteller clenches the pages you brought. His voice becomes a bit younger and more energetic. Everything is ready for merging the planes. Baphomet's runes are drawn on the floor of the laboratory. The purple flame in the heart of the tower, this is what I call the crystal now, is pulsating under the influence of secret spells. If I stop to think about it, the pulsating flames echo the beating of my heart, but I don't want to think. It took me too long to decide. If I think for just a moment, I might stop. I chose the abyss as the plane to merge with Golarion. This is the last gift to my former friend who is concerned about the imminent destruction of the plane, whose fate I will tie to the dying Golarion. Truth be told, I am not completely sure I will succeed. This is another reason to choose the abyss. Hardly anyone will grieve if it suddenly shares Golorion's fate. An acrid smoke of burning chemicals stings my nose. My eyes are watering. I haven't rested for several days. I take a step back and almost trip over an empty wine bottle. I came to the end of my supplies days ago, but regardless, my mind is clear, my thoughts are sharp. I stare into the heart of the tower and whisper a magic command. Time to begin. How long has it been since you last saw your friend? Storyteller waves you off. A year? 2, maybe 10. I didn't keep track, and what does it matter now? I spent that time working. I checked and double-checked every line of the spells, every symbol. I'm almost sure the merging will be a success. Do you know anything about what happened to Kenny? He is no longer of any interest to me. The storyteller's voice is sharp and unpleasant. He is a traitor. He betrayed me and our dream. The storyteller is silent for a while, moving his lips without a sound. But I still miss him sometimes. I miss the times when we were captivated by our D and each other, when I enjoyed respecting Alan Shinra, when someone needed my advice and service. Who would have thought that 17 years spent in the abyss would be my most treasured moments? Please continue. Symbol to symbol, word to word, gesture to gesture, the merging begins. I feel the wind of the abyss on my face and smile. I can do it. I will do something no one else has done before. I am the last great archmage of Kyonin, but now's not the time to relax. I must keep my mind away from idle thoughts. Thoughts are also important in my experiment. My lips read one spell, my hands weave another, and I say a third in my mind. I feel pain, as if I am being torn in half. My essence, my entire being, my identity is about to change, filled with the energies of the abyss. I will stop being a Golarion. I will become a new creature, half elf, half demon, a stranger to both planes. The fabric of the world grows thin before my eyes. I see legions of demons gnawing at each other, ripping each other's throats. I see the minotaurs of the ivory labyrinth sitting around the fire, honing their giant axes. I inhale the forgotten smell of Alan Shinra's sewage. I hear the impertinent buzzing of locusts from the rasping rifts. I raise my hand to complete the merge and connect Golarion and the abyss forever. As if on cue, demons, minotaurs, and even locusts turn to me. They freeze before the path opener. I hear Deskari's whisper, sense Baphomet's loathsome grin, feel Nocticula's curiosity and attention. The demons are ready to invade Golarion, to torment and kill everything that didn't perish in Earthfall. They would degrade the remains of my world until nothing is left. Is that what I really want? My hand freezes. Do you want to stop the merging? Storyteller doesn't seem to hear you. I understand. All this time I was deceiving Kenny and myself. I never wanted to save Golarion. The perishing empires of my world are just empty words for me. I was not interested in the lives that were to be lost. Life takes its course. People are born and die. Kingdoms rise and fall to ashes. And even gods have their final day. Those are the laws of the world, and it's not for me to oppose them. However, not a single life passes without a trace. Not a single people disappears completely. While the memory of them lives, while their culture, language, and art remain, civilization lives as well. I never wanted to save the people of Golarion. I only wanted a handful of survivors to keep the memory of Golarion alive. When the demons invade Golarion, they will destroy the very memory of it. They will burn whatever is not burned and desecrate what can't burn. Their invasion spells death for Golarion, and I almost destroyed something that must never perish. The purple flame of the heart of the tower burns my eyes. The storyteller gulps nervously. I carefully lower my hand, allowing the spells to disperse. The elf seems to have aged by a few hundred more years, his face thinner. I almost destroyed Golarion. In my pride, I could have put an end to my world, just to become the path opener, to prove my title of the last Archmage of Kyonin, even if only to myself. I don't know what to say in my defense. Thank you for your stories. Thank you for helping me remember them. I found a page that might interest you. Yes, you are right. Thank you. If you find more pages like them, please bring it to me. I want to discuss your past with you. My lost memories. These pages pave the road to them. What story are you interested in? Okay, thank you for your stories. And examine the items. Nope. I have more important things to do. I have to go. I wish you interesting adventures. Okay. And that wraps up Storyteller's part in Act 4. Now, we'll go back home. We'll talk to Arueshalae, switch her out with Windowalk, and then we will head to Shamira's place so that we can have a follow-up date with Vellaxia.
Forwards! No, backwards. Backwards!
go.
Are we ready to move out?
Come on. All right. Hand of the inheritor. Nice. Cool. Save here. One more time. I want to go through 10,000 delights. See if we can get that verbiage to pop. But it may just be broken, which is fine. We'll bring you back here again sooner, Arueshalae. It's okay. Herrax. My favorite guest. Welcome. All right, I have to go. All right.
Trail me.
Here's what it is. Sorry, I can't show you that. So, let's go back. Nexus.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
All right. Do you like, it's good that you're here. Shall we be silent together? Do you like silence? All right. Sorry, folks. The game crashed when I selected that dialogue option. So I ended up having to restart it again. Let's go back. I'm sorry that your dream turned into a nightmare. Don't be sorry for me. It's all a part of my journey and would be very naive to imagine my path to redemption as a sequence of pleasant dreams only. I've already described my countless evil deeds to you. Mortals suffer from nightmares born of their past, and I'm glad that I had a chance to experience them as well. That shadow from your dream, who was it? Even though we already know that, but I forgot to have this follow-up conversation. Please don't ask. I don't want to be reminded of it. I knew him in the past, and I was hoping that he would never reappear in my life. We both caused each other a lot of pain. Please, don't make me relive it all again. Why did the shadow in your dream call you their venomous butterfly? No. Wait. Arueshalae doesn't look you in the eye. I poisoned him. My lies, my capriciousness, my temptation. No, I can't. Let's talk about something else. I'm sorry, but I don't want to remember who I used to be and what I used to do to others. Do you like silence? I used to talk a lot before, and all of it was a lie. My words ruined so much. I like silence more now. You wanted to talk about what happened at Demalchio's manor. Yes, I thought a lot about what he said, and then I understood. Wait, I think it would be easier to show you instead of trying to explain everything. Will you follow me into my dreams again? Please? Let's go. Thank you. Arueshalae takes your hand in her small, searing palm, and the world around you begins to fade. Arueshalae's dream is filled with smoke. Cold, ghostly fire is devouring the dreams of others she has collected. Tears are flowing freely from her eyes, leaving faint trails on her soot-stained cheeks. Arueshalae, what's wrong? My dreams. It was all a mistake. Do you remember what we saw in Demontiel's mansion? What he said about the dreams coming true? Food, riches, the demise of his enemies? The teary-eyed succubus looks at you. Desna asked me what I dreamed of. I've tried to find an answer, I truly did. But look, are my dreams any different from the desires of demons? What's changed? What's the name of that bird that grabs everything shiny and carries it off to its nest? A gold pinch, right? I'm just like a thieving gold pinch that spies on people's dreams and hoards them away. But doing that hasn't changed me at all. I'm still the same greedy, cruel, lustful demon I've always been. Evil. Here is the answer to Desna's riddle. You dream of the same things that demons desire because you're a demon too, and there's no escaping that. I see. Arueshalae mulls over your words with a stunned expression. So that's what she meant. I'm a demon. Of course, I'm a demon. I've always been one and will remain one. The flames rise higher and higher. Arueshalae's dream disappears in the all-consuming fire. Thank you for giving me this dream, Asmodeus. It's a beautiful dream, but it isn't mine.
This way.
Oh, whoops. That's wrong. Arueshalae's dream has been swallowed by the flames. Ribbons of smoke drift away, carried by an intangible wind. A black shadow lurks in the darkness, staring at you. This is Arueshalae's ineradicable nightmare. The succubus touches the table. The fire not only failed to destroy it, it somehow made the table even more real. Arueshalae studies it with a mix of sorrow and confusion. What's wrong with this stupid table? Why didn't it burn? Your nightmare didn't burn either. No, it didn't. Arueshalae looks at the black shadow, which stares dolefully back at her. That thing won't leave this place. Ever. Think about it. Why this table? Why is it important? I don't know. I don't. Arueshalae knocks on the wooden surface. It's just a table. Anevia's fresh bread used to be here, but now it's gone. And yet the table remains. What if this is a real dream, your own dream, and not something you've overheard? This table? The confused succubus traces the wooden surface with a finger. Is this what I dream of? Furniture? Let me help you get rid of it. We could destroy it if we really try. Arueshalae touches the table again, pensively tracing the wood grain with her finger. I wanted to destroy everything I had brought here, but it just refuses to burn. Is it a nightmare too? Or maybe something important? Is it another hint? I don't know. I want to destroy it, but I'm afraid to. Burn it down. Destroy everything that remains of your dream. You're a demon and you can't change that. Desna was just mocking you. Anguish contorts Arueshalae's face. I'm a demon. Of course I'm a demon. There is no change of that. How silly it was, wanting to dream. Desna must have been rolling with laughter watching me. The flames rise higher and higher. Arueshalae's dream disappears in the all-consuming fire. Uh-oh. And she's gone.
Wherever my legs carry me.
See if I rest for a little while if she'll come back. That scene is completely different if you attempt to actually help her. Ah, crap. I forgot to change it. Why are you looking at me like that? Do I frighten you? Don't be afraid. I won't hurt you.
No, I'm not scared of you at all. You just look lost. Like you went for a walk and forgot the way back home, but you're going to have to remember it.
Skip 2 days.
But why did your dear papa conceal you from society for so long, Lady Camellia? It's an outrage.
Isn't it obvious, Count? He was protecting me from the likes of you. My father has always been wary of little boys who climb into other people's gardens.
And then one more time, just to be absolutely sure. I know people like you, bored aristocrats, who think that war is hunting another version. War is another diversion like hunting. They usually get killed, and they get their allies killed too.
Oh well, at least I'm not going to die of boredom.
Forwards? No, backwards. Backwards! Shall we move? I'll move.
Damn. Think she might be going for good. That's kind of crazy. I wonder when you see her again. Okay. All right. Window walk. Finally got you back. And the gang's all here. Very, very nice. What is it? Right, that makes sense. What's this? Treading on corpses. Talk to Nocticula. What? Treading on corpses. Oh. Okay. Yeah, sure. Arm of Ardent Dreams. So, have date night with Vellaxia. Then we follow up with Shamira. And then we have one last meeting with Vellaxia. Boom. Boom. Whoa. Oh, okay, cool. It was a good idea of mine to introduce you to high society at this reception. We're a subject of gossip among the guests. I heard them whispering about how we showed up together. Shall I entertain you with some conversation? Vellaxia nods with mock solemnity. You have my permission. Shamira's voice rings out through the hall. All rise. The proceedings will now begin with the dispensation of false justice. I, Shamira the Ardent Dream, will perform the duties of judge. The rights of prosecution will be granted to anyone acquainted with rage and hatred, and the part of the defender will be given to time and blind faith. All the participants are obligated to show due dread and obedience to the decisions of the court. Now, our first case is brought by the assassin Dogward against the bodyguard for hire Cantrell. Dogward accuses Cantrell of being exceedingly nimble and dexterous. This excessive dexterity enabled the defendant to foil 3 assassination attempts against his employer, thus preventing the plaintiff from fulfilling his contract. Vellaxia is more interested in having a conversation than in watching the sham trial. You know, Asmodeus, after our last, Vellaxia pauses playfully, visit to the Battle Bliss, I've been thinking a lot about the customs of Golarion. Despite our differences, we actually have a lot of common. Our actions and desires stem from the same passions. except when it comes to Vellaxia's eyes widen with excitement as she utters a word that is as foreign to the abyss as you are. To love. It is common knowledge that demons know nothing about love, so why don't you explain it to me? Whispered to the hand of the inheritor. Do you still believe Vellaxia is dangerous? More than ever. Take a look at this place. She brought you here to witness this mockery of justice, to watch this genuine insult to truth and fairness. She's either trying to provoke you to violence or make you one of her obedient puppets. It is passion, physical attraction, something that pushes you to do all kinds of crazy things. Crazy things? It's been 1,000 years since I last did anything truly crazy. How intriguing. But it sounds too good to be true. Are you trying to lure me into a trap? Vellaxia laughs teasingly. Growling with rage, Control, the bodyguard, has his head chopped off with a giant axe for being too good at his job. The crowd roars his approval, and the beaming plaintiff counts his coins. Is it not true that love restricts freedom and that its harsh constraints can sometimes lead to a cruel, evil deeds? Does not love force people to act contrary to their desires and subordinate them to the object of their affection? Do not even the most loving souls feel occasional regret about trading away their freedom for love? Haven't the most terrible betrayals been committed for the sake of love? Doesn't unrequited love cause mortals to commit suicide? And isn't rejection the reason they often resort to violence and other terrible crimes? I am most curious to hear your answer to these questions. I am against all constraints. Free love always triumphs. As for crimes, well, no one ever said that love wasn't dangerous. Vellaxia repeats the words slowly as if tasting them. Free love. Dangerous. That sounds thrilling and perilous. I love games like that. The execution has the audience in an uproar. The demons howl their approval, and Shamira has to raise her voice to be heard above the noise. Next, we'll hear the case of Varsa the Nose Cutter. He attacked 2 of Alan Shinra's visitors from another plane, even though the great Nocticula made it clear that they were under her protection. Varsa the Nose Cutter tracked down his victims in the upper city and killed them with his glaive. Then he robbed them and cut off their tongues and noses. The scrawny demon doesn't look like a hardened killer. He writhes in his shackles, yelling hysterically. But I am not Varsa the Nose Cutter. I don't even know who that is. My name is Sharza, and I've never been to the upper city. I'm not allowed to enter, even though that's where a slaver of my status should live. Besides, I've never held a glaive in my life. This is all Shamira's fault. She wanted to buy my slaves at half price, and I refused to sell. And now she's taking revenge against me and plans to get her hands on my slaves. It seems to me that love is like a living creature. Sometimes it behaves one way and other times another way. It is contradictory and inconsistent. It leads to both good and bad outcomes. And, like every living creature, it is bound to die eventually. After all, every love, no matter how strong, is doomed to die. Is that not so? Ember nods seriously. That is true. Love always ends. It either ceases to be love or is lost altogether when the one we love dies. That is why we mortals value love so much. We know that it will be over before we are ready. Evil. Evil. Love is like the food you buy at a cheap tavern. It smells better than it tastes and spoils sooner than you would expect. Vellaxia tries to look stern, but she finally gives up and bursts out laughing. I don't know if I should be associated with you. You have such a wicked tongue, yet I cannot deny your wit. You may be dreadfully cynical and terribly naughty, but you are also very clever. Shamira shouts to be heard above the screams of Varsa the Nose Cutter. The court finds the evidence of the indicted person's innocence to be quite convincing. However, false justice requires every sin to be punished, so therefore, I hereby declare that this demon is Varsa the Nose Cutter, and he should be executed without further delay. Shamira throws a conspiratorial glance at Shamira, who stands nearby. The latter grins and bows mockingly. Shamira announces loudly, and the last crime for today is the most harmful and treacherous. Turn a deaf ear to Shamira's words. Vellaxia listens to the ruler of Alan Shinra. with great interest, but when she catches your glance, she turns her attention to you eagerly. Thank you for our conversation. I expected to find it interesting, but I had no idea that our discussion would be so thought-provoking. I am so glad I decided to come here with you, and I sincerely hope that you'll visit me again. I hope to see you at my manor soon. I host small receptions for the most interesting and noteworthy residents of the Upper City. Conversations at these receptions are always entertaining. If you were to attend, we would continue our discussions about love. Of course, I seriously doubt my guests would be interested in this topic as I am, so perhaps we should finish our conversation in private. I hope to see you soon, sweet Asmodeus. Don't stay away too long. I'm looking forward to your next visit. Vellaxia gives you a dazzling smile, then vanishes into thin air.
What's
All right.
there, I wonder?
You have to actually come out and then go back in because Shamira will not talk to you while she has a court case going on. Okay.
This way.
Now, up to Shamira. I greet you, Asmodeus, Lord of the Shadow Spawn. What brings you here, our esteemed guest? Why haven't you punished me for the death of Maketh? With a shrug and an enigmatic smile, Shamira replies, perhaps your guardian demon protected you that day. Show her the purple stone knife. Perhaps you'll find this interesting. The words of the hand of the inheritor reverberate sternly inside your mind. This blade served you well in your fight against the corruption that tainted the ward stone. It is proven that its plain appearance does not match the power hiding within. If Shamira sees its power, she will desire it. Is it wise to tease her appetite and toy with her greed? Show the stone knife to Shamira anyway. Shamira stares at the knife. A flicker of greed lights in her eyes, but it soon gives way to regret. With a touch of displeasure, she snorts. A curious trinket, but you can keep it. I've completed your task. Shamira ignores you, giving you an absent-minded smile. However, you hear her voice in your mind, her words honeyed. So what did you manage to find out, wondrous Golarion who converses with formidable demons as an equal? What secrets have you managed to uncover? Please, tell me all about it, not with your voice, but with your thoughts. After all, secrets should remain secret, no? A keen sense of wrongness flares in the depths of your heart. It should be you sitting on the throne, and this pitiful demon should be bowing and scraping before you. Insolent, mocking sparks seem to dance in the glow surrounding Shamira. I know that you have done much to win Shamira's favor, but my heart tells me that helping her would lead to evil. Forget everything I've told you. We'll find another way to complete our mission. It is wrong to fight evil by increasing the power of another evil. Reject the promises of the ardent dream, and we'll leave this place before we betray ourselves and our ideals. Oh wow, you don't have a choice. Submit to the more powerful demon and answer in your mind. Holy smokes, they don't give you a choice to resist her. That's interesting. Nahindrian crystals are the blood of the fallen demon lords whose bodies become the Midnight Owls. Baphomet servants mine them like minerals. That's gotta be a mistake. My demon just gave into her? Wow. For a time, Shamira sinks into deep contemplation, then loudly announces, you've proved Nocticula was right when she took an interest in you. Indeed, you are cunning and insightful, and those traits deserve to be rewarded. A demon appears beside you as if from thin air. Actually, he really does appear from thin air. He holds a neatly wrapped package tied with a cord as red as Shamira's hair. An envious whisper runs through the crowd of demons. Beneath this veil of awe and admiration lurk jealousy and envy. Each of the demons gathered here in the harem would love to take the place of the amazing mortal who has managed to win the favor of Alan Shinra's most powerful residents, one after another. Shamira's voice whispers inside your mind, regarding your special request, it too will be taken care of. Nocticula will know you seek an audience with her. I have to go. Shamira sees you off with a regal nod. Farewell. I won't take up any more of your time. That's kind of whack, but okay. That can't be the way it'll be in the final release, right? Like, that doesn't make sense for a demon. He just gave in when all the other paths are able to resist? Weird. Whatever, let's move on.
Wherever my legs carry me.
I see you are fitting into Arueshalae life quite well. I have been watching your exploits with great interest. So chaotic, so unpredictable.
A pleasure to hear your voice once more, my lady. You are rather intriguing yourself.
There's a reason they call me Nocticula, the Lady in Shadow. My words and thoughts are shrouded in darkness.
I take it I finally have your attention?
Yes, your arrival in Arueshalae was quite impressive. Rumors have reached me even here, behind my locked gates and my wall of valiant guards. Rumors of a remarkable Golarion taking my Arueshalae by storm.
I am asking for an audience.
You have my permission to enter the palace. Go there and wait. I will arrive when the time is right. Until then, you will be taken care of by one of my servants.
And here we go.
Forwards! No, backwards. Backward!
Yep, there they are.
Let's shake a leg!
Something wrong.
You're a good person. He's open to ideas.
So I know it makes sense that dinosaur bones are rare, but I've only
You
used
require my unbiased opinion.
legendary proportions like 3 or maybe 4 times during this
Rules are
playthrough.
made to
The
be
fact that
broken.
I'm already like out of bones and no longer can use it is kind of wild to me. I'm hoping that they change that in the full release. Again, I'm not necessarily saying they should be plentiful, but come on now. Don't tell me I took a spell that I could only use 4 freaking times over the course of 4 acts.
Quick, else we miss all the fun!
Hey, that's my escaped slave over there. Or maybe it's not. Who cares? Grab him. I could use a new thrall either way. Oh, we can go ahead and hit him? Yeah.
I'll tear your throat out.
Excellent. You're already dead. Pathetic. All right. That's what it is. Excellent. come on. Why can't why don't I get a full attack? Oh well.
Burn! Slice! Behead! Yes, behead.
It is what it is. Excellent. Voljiv.
Cover me, all right?
Nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. And she can't do a full attack either way. She'll get closer up.
Rip you apart!
There we go. 45. Not bad. Ah. Ooh. All right. Nice. 48 damage, not bad.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
That'll work too.
Savitur!
41 damage. Again, not bad. Is there something wrong with Nanio? It's not letting me move. It's not letting me do anything. I don't know what's up with that, but it's fine. Oh, wow.
May I see your entrails, please?
Yeah, there we go. Okay. And now let's check. Did that give me anything special? A shirt, robes of determination. Whenever the wearer of this robe casts a spell that forces the target to make a fortitude saving throw, the DC of that save is increased by 2. It also grants the wearer a +2 bonus on caster level checks made to overcome spell resistance, and a +4 bonus on concentration checks, and spell resistance 18. Holy smokes, that's awesome. And if I remember correctly,
Skip the pleasantries.
fortitude saving throw. There. Gonna hook you up, bruh. There we go. Alright. Oh. And you. Yeah, we'll give you bonus up here. Oh, this doesn't help you anymore, does it? Become entangled, right? Max dexterity 8. Oh. Actually, no, it does still help. Because the amount you get is still not, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And unceasing slaughter. Yep, I'll definitely take that. +5 morale bonus. Yeah, no, I'm good. Oh, here we go. Crushing presence. Yep. Even higher. It's +4. She deals damage. She gets 10 for 3 rounds. This effect can be incurred. She doesn't need temporary hit points. Block resistance 4. You already got that. Okay. All right. Let's go on our way. And this will be Terrace. What's that nexus? Conversation with Woljiv. No, that comes up again for some reason, but we already had the conversation. So first we'll visit Vellaxia for the last time, and then it's off to Nocticula's palace. Okay, we're here to get to Shamira's place. I think we need to go up, right? Save just in case we run into anything nasty. Away.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Come on.
This way.
It'll be interesting to see how stable this place is in full release. There we go. All right. Guess I was the problem. No problem. All right. Save here. This fight, no joke.
You are my favorite aide.
No joke at all.
Na, air, orma. Na, air, orma.
I'm here. Where else would I be?
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Wherever.
All right. The sound of Jerebi's agitated chittering fills your ears. I don't know how adept you are at reading the emotions of others, so I must warn you. You are in danger. Why am I in danger? Vellaxia's greatest enemy is her own boredom, and it is bested her once again. My lady grows tired of you, and your company no longer gives her as much joy as it did before. You have ceased to surprise her, and she now finds you tedious and dull. If you wish to keep her interest, you need to stop acting so predictably. Try to keep her puzzled and intrigued by your behavior. If you follow my advice, you may stand a chance of leaving the rapture of rupture with your mind and body unharmed. I have to go. Of course, you don't want to keep Vellaxia waiting. She hates feeling neglected. Vellaxia's demeanor has changed since the last time you saw her. She looks at you with a mixture of boredom and irritation. When she greets you, her friendliness no longer seems genuine, but forced and insincere. Here is our long-awaited guest. The performance is about to begin, and there is so much new talent here today. I wonder if any of them will entertain me. She looks directly at you as she makes this last remark. So what entertainments have you prepared for your guest? Her tone carries a note of resentment. And here I thought you were here to entertain me, not the other way around. Vellaxia claps her hands imperiously, and one of the performers begins to sing a heartfelt ballad in a deep, velvety voice. Vellaxia looks tired and her eyes are full of sadness. There's a wistful note in her voice as she asks, "What are you, child of two worlds? You try so hard to become one of us, to look tall and act like you are one of us, but your true Golarion nature reveals itself at every turn. So why are you so eager to be here? What draws you to the abyss?" Whisper to the hand and the inheritor, "What do you think is going on?" The hand's voice is grim. "This is the finale. The performance is about to end. As I've already told you, Vellaxia's temper is volatile, and now you can see the proof of my words. She has grown tired of her new Golarion companion and will unleash her anger upon you at any moment. If you can surprise her, you might buy yourself some time. Otherwise, you should be prepared for a fight. We are now this wild creature's lair, and our enemies have us cornered." I am not prepared to answer such a complex question. Jerebic must have noticed the look of anger that flashed across Vellaxia's face. Her telepathic voice interrupts your conversation. Your guest had every reason to keep the true purposes of his visit to the abyss a secret, Lady Vellaxia. It is well known that he has won many battles against the demons in his homeworld of Golarion. Perhaps he is being tight-lipped about his visit because it is part of an intricate plot for further conquest. Jereba's clever words are not without effect. Vellaxia smiles slightly and looks at you with renewed interest. Jereba's voice goes quiet, and you realize that she is no longer projecting her words into Vellaxia's mind. This message is intended for you alone. I've helped you escape her wrath this time, Crusader, but if I continue to interrupt your conversation, I will only share in your grim fate. Stop being so predictable. If you behave more erratically, you might be able to stave off Vellaxia's boredom and survive the reception. The demon interrupts the ballad with an impatient clap of her hands. The singer quails beneath her imperious gaze and hurries away. A tiefling steps into the stage next, dressed as a jester. Here's another one for you, distinguished guest. How many mortals would it take to paint this manor? Depends how hard you throw them at the walls. That wailing was starting to annoy me. What do we have next? Oh, another fool has decided to entertain me with his jokes. Well, as far as I'm aware, laughing at cripples and the misfortunate is popular in Golarion as well. If you ask me, it's a primitive form of entertainment. Still, you mortals seem to enjoy it, even though you try to pretend yourselves different from us creatures of vice and evil. Now that I'm thinking about it, what is the difference between demons and Golarions? We represent order. Okay, so I've been chaotic evil, so let's try lawful. We represent order and you represent chaos. The demon shrugs indifferently. So what? Those are just labels. You force yourself to live a certain way so that you can fit into some arbitrary category. Then you categorize everyone else, putting them all into the little boxes so that you can distinguish yourself from anyone who isn't like you. Then you do it again and again, dividing the world into little boxes that grow smaller each time. But that is the very definition of chaos. Chaos is a lack of uniformity. There is plenty of chaos on Golarion. Vellaxia dismisses the gesture with a wave of her hand. She is clearly disappointed by his witticisms and dirty jokes. He is replaced on the stage by a scrawny spellcaster, who immediately conjures up two illusions that begin to fight violently with one another. I'll cut off your wings, put you in chains, and teach you obedience. My death take you, you despicable beast. Light will prevail. Vellaxia rolls her eyes in exasperation. Her voice is unpleasantly shrill. Deep down, I'm beginning to wonder if you are worth my time. Why should I desire your company? What more do you have to offer? Because chivalry and honor are concepts that are entirely foreign to your other suitors, guide you to the light. Ha! I'm gonna try that because I can guide you to the light. Vellaxia's lips twist into a mocking, cynical smile. So you really are naive. Have you decided to, what's the expression, save me with your love? How utterly ridiculous. Vellaxia snaps her fingers in irritation and magic sparks fly from her fingertips. The performers, who were unlucky enough to provide the evening's entertainment, begin to scream with pain. Their bodies change shape, density, and color. In a matter of moments, they have been completely transformed into a set of whimsically decorated furniture. The pieces of furniture creak sadly, as if lamenting their bitter fate. That spell was definitely not Feather's fault. Vellaxia is clearly tired of you, and the polite words she forces out from between her clenched teeth do a poor job of hiding her frustration. I must admit that our time together has brought me a certain degree of amusement. However, I do not intend for us to meet again. I ask that you take this humble gift as a sign of my affection and in fond memory of the pleasure our conversations used to provide. The succubus hands you an elegant piece of jewelry. This is one of my latest creations. It has an intelligent mind of its own. It is certainly far more clever and sophisticated than many living creatures I know. The jewelry will identify the most important traits and features of its owner, and then will enhance those abilities. It is a rare and valuable gift, and I hope you appreciate its worth. And now, I must ask you to leave. I have grown tired of your company. The rage within your soul ignites like a flame. This complete indifference, the hostility, these deliberately insulting comments. How dare she? Show Finian to Vellaxia. Do you know anything about this? Was this your doing? Vellaxia narrows her eyes as she examines Finian. Do you really think I would release such poor craftsmanship into the world? Words fail me. However, I have seen this work before. It was done by an incompetent, untalented individual who called himself Bladesmith. He showered me with compliments and asked to be my apprentice, but in truth, he just wanted to learn my secrets. Needless to say, I refused him in no uncertain terms. Well, let's see what he managed to learn on his own. It looks like he lacked the skills to copy my transformation spells, and he clearly had no idea what he was doing. This is disgustingly crude work. The soul didn't fit the shape completely, and part of it is still lost somewhere. To tell you more, I'll need to disassemble this sample. Don't even think about it. You demons are always looking for a reason to start dismembering people. If we were here to fight instead of talk, I'd be more than a match for you, sweetheart. You'd have a tough time taking me down. How abominable! Its mind seems flawed too. The bladesmith should have called himself the bungler, because that would have been more accurate. Just look at this. He was clearly incapable of selecting the right kind of soul and transforming it properly. What a waste of material. Chaotic. Unleash the raging beast within. Holy smokes. The fire that burns inside your soul erupts like a volcano. The furious beast roars within you. How dare she reject you, that pathetic bitch. Vellaxia is as pale as a ghost. You can see her terror, confusion, and awe. Her eyes plead and her lips whisper, "Be with me." Her heart reaches out to you. Own me, oh powerful one. From now on, you are not her toy. You are not her entertainment. Now it is she who will entertain you. Vellaxia stares at you in amazement. I've never done this before, by the way. This is interesting. Incredible. What hidden powers lurk within you, Golarion? This was beyond all expectations, but how? How could I overlook this when I first saw you? You are the most fascinating person I have ever met. I have never shared my bed with someone so intriguing and mysterious. You certainly didn't disappoint. I will never forget our time together, but now I have to go. Vellaxia looks at you longingly. Her eyes are full of passion and desire. I swear on my life that I will never regret the time I've spent with you. I will always remember the mysterious Golarion who was so amazing, perplexing, and wild. However, I cannot allow you to leave me. My feminine pride would be wounded by such a rejection, so I will send you away instead, with my best wishes and my promise to never forget you. Farewell. Fascinating. All right. And we leveled up. That's nice. And now, finally, after all this time, ladies and gentlemen.
Anything new?
It is time. Whoa, come on now. To go to the palace. Bam. All right. And on the other side. And on the other side. And downstairs. This one you do not have to wait for. Or rather, you don't have to turn around for. They'll automatically come right on down. Just giving it more of a feeling of epicness. Whoa. Ooh. That's a first. Lone Wolf's Cloak. Whenever the wearer of this cloak has no enemies or allies around a 10-foot area, they get a bonus to damage rolls on their ranged attacks and a +2 bonus on all saving throws. Very interesting. Very interesting.
No, backwards, backwards!
Backwards. Search around here.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Treasure. That's one side.
Are we ready to move out?
Keep us moving in here.
What's in wait for me there, I wonder?
Okay. A mighty demon, his chin lifted arrogantly, glances at you with no hint of interest. Let me in, unless you want to share the same fate as your brothers and sisters on Golarion. The demon yawns lazily, then says in a mocking tone, Golarion, where's that? What is this place you're guarding? After considering whether you are worthy of his attention, the demon deigns to answer, this palace is Lady Nocticula's residence, mortal. Uninvited guests are not welcome. I want to go in. Our Lady ordered us not to bar your way. House of Silken Shadows. We've already, unlike other playthroughs, we've already done some of these magnifying glasses. The ink on the page is still wet. The book tells of the murderous massacre committed by the Lady in Shadow among the Coloxus demons of the Midnight Isles. It seems it happened quite recently.
This experiment has gone awry.
Nocticula established a good library in her palace. Why the Lady in Shadow needs this many books is a mystery. Knowledge is power. All right. Yep, we already cleared out that area when we came here earlier.
This way.
Let's see, is this change at all?
My tail is twitching. Must be a sign.
A pile of sketches. The drawings depict fragments of various rituals that lead to the opening of rifts and portals. And what you know, Lexicon of Paradox Part 2.
Wherever my legs carry me.
All right. And this is the palace, but I think it's also a good place to stop. I hope all of you have enjoyed the video today. If you did, please leave me a like down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.